Hey everybody, it's Master Gallengeist here, bringing you my review of Doctor Strange of Asgard, issue 4, 2025. We don't exactly have this situation going on, but it's pretty much the situation that Strange is in, so let's kind of crack into this, because where we left off, we had seen that Thor and Sif had come to ask Strange some questions. I know you, Stephen Strange. I know you are not a murderer. I know you are not an evil man. But I know also that you are capable of great acts of darkness if you feel they would be for the greater good. Such is the burden we bear, is it not? Lady Sif, please tell my friend what we have found. Hold this corpse, buried neath the tree of life. I saw you do the burying, Doctor Strange. Did you also do the killing? I could say that Loki defied Thor's exile in order to support my bid for Sorcerer Supreme. But even if Thor believed that Loki was somehow coerced into killing Hulda, to tell this truth would be to shatter what remains of their relationship, and that is something I am not prepared to do. Of course, it's pretty much bringing up a thing, and portal's out. Stephen, do not, if you are considering fleeing, please change your mind. So instead, I run, and Sif finds me again and again, as we see him kind of going through all different kind of places. Teleporting like this, channeling my power through the swells and eddies of Asgard's vast ocean of magic is exhausting. I need a moment, just a moment, to get my head above water. I call upon Perception's veil. I will only know that this spell doesn't work against the all-seeing Sif if Thor comes crashing down onto me before I can think of something better. And of course, he kind of like falls down, and you're like, oh god! And he's like, phew! Never had any doubt. My circumstances, never ideal to begin with, have plunged off the side of a Thor-shaped cliff. Now I am suspected of the murder that I saw Loki commit, the same murder I seek to prove them innocent of, despite what I know to be true. I have clues, but I need answers. My time as a free man, I fear, is running out. So where do you go when you need help in Asgard? Oh, and by the way, the Immortal Thor also came out this week. Read this before that. Because you'd be like, how is this going on with that? Let's see. When you need help, you find the nearest tavern. This tavern is awful. It is not the best. The meat is rank, the smell is eye-watering, and I'm certain that the man sleeping in the corner is dead. Never have I been in a tavern of such foulness, as we see shit kind of going nutty and gnarly. Hello, Holt. Greetings, Gerard. How fares the family? Disloyal and argumentative, my friend. How is the writing? I am paid a pittance to bare my soul. It is everything I dreamed it would be. Are you always so gregarious, Holt? Sometimes it seems that way, Aslak, but please understand that my apparent jocularity is merely a mask I wear so as to not draw attention, and that is appreciated, mark my words. But the axe? I showed it to my brothers. That is the axe wielded by the red-robed killer? This is the axe of exquisite decapitations, capable of absorbing the magic of whomever it kills. It is also very good at chopping off heads. It's like the chopping off heads is the bitter kind of part. It's like, magic. Some time ago, it was stolen from Halfgrim Haraldsson, a weapon maker of some repute. Haraldsson. I may be wrong, but I believe that Hulda herself enchanted his workshop, meaning only someone of exceptional power and deceptive abilities would have been capable of breaching that kind of security. Someone like Loki. Holt, you wouldn't be discussing matters of grave criminality, would you? Why would you ask, Gerard? Because there are a pair of Thunder Guards searching every tavern in Asgard and turning the doors to splinters as they do so. As we see, the Thunder Guards is like, shit. I love. Now, this is more kind of talk, except for the beginning where he's like teleporting everywhere to get out. I do not see that has anything to do with has to do with anyone at this table. I second that. On an unrelated note, it is time for Aslak and I to leave. It's like, yep. Let's see here. Don't forget the axe, my friend. I shall stay here and drink more of this dreadful mead. If the Thunder Guards question me, they will be met by an inebriated smile and an aggravating, though unhelpful, cheerfulness. I know I could count on you. Maybe the back way would be better. The Thunder Guards approach. Much obliged, Gerard. Here's payment for our drinks. And the rest is for whatever Holt manages to consume in our absence. Who? And that's like, what the fuck? So Holt might not exist. I love how this one is done. I love it when it's kind of circular like that. I am not used to being sought by the authorities. Granted, they are after you, but I feel a substantial thrill merely by standing in close proximity. My fingertips are tingling. Is that normal? I'm talking too much. I know it. I apologize. I've just never been called on to solve a mystery before. I've always wanted to try. Not that you need any assistance. You're undoubtedly capable of resolving this affair by yourself. It's okay, Aslak. You can be the Watson to my Sherlock. I just need a moment to focus. Teleporting back home is getting a little harder every time. Back home? Back to your room here in Asgard? Or back home to... As we see him teleporting, and of course we see the look into going into the sanctum. Midgard. Yeah! As we see shit going down, it's like, that's not good. Illegal teleportation. Illegal intrusion. Illegal arrival. We have invaders. Alarm off. Steven, what the hell are you doing? As we see Clea and Loki popping up. It's like, oh shit. What was that? A new alert system I'm trialing in the sanctum to deter unwanted teleporters. You should have knocked. Apologies, Clea. My magic has been thrown slightly off kilter of late. That is dreadful to hear, my darling, but I'm afraid I'm in the middle of something and I can't stop. I'm actually here to talk to Loki, and she's got like a blood-dripping dagger as well. It's like, or some kind of goop. You have 3 minutes, Laufey, son. Lunch this weekend, Steven? Love you. This is an exciting house. It's like, okay, Aslak. Like your wife said, I have 3 minutes, so tell me the good news because I have a slavering horde to get back to. It's like, okay. And then, of course, he's bringing up the whole axe bit. Did you steal this? The axe of exquisite decapitation? Yes, so? I needed it to exquisitely decapitate someone, a villain most foul, if it makes you feel any better. That was months ago. And what did you do with it then? After the head had dropped, I gifted it to a young sorcerer who'd recently impressed me. Young Aslak here. It's like... And you didn't mention this, Aslak? Aslak, this is your axe? Yes, I thought it was under my bed. And why didn't you say anything when you saw it in the tavern? I didn't want to intrude. It wouldn't have occurred to you to... And then he's like, illusions upon illusions. He impressed you, did he? Oh, yes. Not so much with his ability to interpret the gravity of any given situation, but certainly his proficiency in illusion casting. Fuck my ass. Illusion casting? Tell me, Aslak, would you be capable of disguising yourself as the Red Robe Man and then try to kill me with the axe Loki gifted you, theoretically? Yes, absolutely. That is almost like the face of like, yep, I did something. So, either that is exactly what happened, or someone is trying to frame you. Frame me? I vote for the second option. I'm sure you do. It's like, oh, fuck, come on, what's going on here? First, the killer frames Loki for Hulda's murder, and inadvertently me for the same crime. And now they may be trying to frame Aslak for the attempt on my life. Because we're getting too close to the culprit. They're panicking. We must be closing in. Closing in on what? We don't even have a suspect. It's like, yeah. It's like, something's going on, man. You don't? Well, that's dispiriting. Surely you have collected clues. Loki, coming! The axe was a clue that led us in a circle. But maybe the broken dagger holds a secret. Broken dagger? The weapon you used to kill Hulda. You broke it? You broke it. What? No, I didn't. Tell me what you remember of the murder. It's like, okay, what the fuck's going on here? What illusion shit? What? I was there with you and Hulda. We had agreed that you should use the spell of Anachronon to better access Asgardian magic. Hulda was talking about your many flaws, and I plunged a dagger into her back. And then I did it again, at which point you intervened too late, obviously. You stabbed her twice? I did. You didn't. The blade snapped off and Hulda's back following the first thrust. It's like, okie dokie. Your memory is faulty. I need to enter your mind. I beg your pardon? I need to see what you saw. You think I'm going to allow you such trespass? It's like, we need to figure this shit out. My mind is a glorious thing, a thing of intricately and endlessly cunning. A thing of intricacy and endless cunning. You would get lost in there, and forevermore I would have you scuttling about the corners of my conscience. No. If you want to see my memory, Doctor, you need only ask. It's like, okay, Loki, let's see it. What Loki says is true. You are not perfect, but then I've never trusted perfect people. You try, and that makes you worthy of fighting for Asgard. You see, I just endorsed you, and in but a moment I shall, for whatever reason, murder my dear sweet Hulda. That makes you... No! I see no broken blade, Doctor. You're not even watching. What is the point of... Allow me to pause the proceedings. As we see this kind of going on, it's like, what the fuck's going on here? My shadow. You see there? You see here? It stretches in the wrong direction in relation to the light source. We cannot trust what we are seeing. I would wholeheartedly agree, Doctor. This is not me. Do you see these imperfections? I have no imperfections. It's like, more illusions. It is an illusion, this whole memory? No. The environment is a real memory, but not one of mine. The memory of this location was formed in the summer. How can you be sure? There's no fire in the hearth, Aslak. Do keep up. Loki and Hulda are illusions cast upon someone else's memory of this room. This memory of mine is the only genuine fragment of this entire moment, but it's a memory from the mind of the killer. They've tried to overlap it into this collage, but some of the details aren't quite working. Interesting. Loki, if you wouldn't mind. Yes, give me a... here it is. Hidden from me. Hidden from me. Remarkable. Impressive. I shall surely compliment the culprit as I'm slitting their throat. My true memory of the moment Hulda died. I had been transported here, where that false memory was forced into my head, and then immediately teleported back where I found myself with a dagger in my hand and a slightly weightier conscience. As we see that shit kind of going on, I was like, oh god, that's horrible. Someone wearing an illusion of me did the stabbing and left me to take the blame. I was teleported. Somebody teleported me without my knowledge. I love Loki just be like, what the fuck? What are you? Stop that. Stop that at once. Found it. A transference sigil. Somebody marked you. What? As we see that on Loki's back. May I? Oh, my rage. My rage is building in both scope and intensity. It's quite incandescent. But how could somebody have marked you without you knowing about it? The blackest of magics, boy. The foulest of sorceries. Probably while you were drunk. Devilments and bewitchings. It doesn't matter how you got your tramp stamp. My what? I love that Strange put it like that. What matters is that the killer swapped places with you just long enough to murder Hulda, and then give you a false memory they prepared earlier. That's some planning, motherfucker. I've been hampered long enough. I need to complete the spell of Anachronon. I've been telling you that for... This isn't about becoming the Sorcerer's Ring. This is about stopping anyone else from getting hurt. So help my wife fight off that slavering horde and leave me to clear your name. It's like, okay, cool. As like, I need you to seek an audience with Thor. The mighty Thor? None other. Explain to him what has happened. Whether he believes you or not is immaterial. And what about you? What are you going to do? I sneak back to my room. Aside from the two largest guardians I leave sleeping in the hallway, it's unguarded. You see him sneaking in. It's like, ooh. I say that the spell of Anachronon realizes the mind and is an inevitable yet necessary oversimplification. To understand how it works is to understand how magic works. And we don't. Not really. Magic is a force we utilize. We have studied it, learned how to shape it, and we have done our best. It is estimated that if you combine the knowledge of every magical textbook, tome, and grimoire, from a beginner's guide to the Darkhold itself, we would perhaps grasp 8% of what magic can do. That number is undoubtedly optimistic. The spell of Anachronon allows the magician to find the commonalities between magics. It is a relatively simple spell, although one fraught with its own inherent risks, to which I say, of course we see him trying to do this spell, someone sneaking in, grabbing the axe. What is life without a little risk? As we see, Aslak's girlfriend popping up to crack his head. To be continued. It's like, oh shit. Then we get a thing for the last one. Doctor Strange finally uncovers the truth behind Hulda's murder, but the true murderer may be closer than he thinks. The final confrontation leads to a magical showdown that will change the future of Asgard. So we look at like that. So, I enjoyed this one because I liked seeing Strange kind of get out of the Thor and Sif kind of trouble, and then pretty much check back in to see what's kind of going on. We got this axe. We see that Holt probably doesn't exist. That's like nuts. Aslak is very much pointed into being someone to not be trustworthy, but it might be because of his whole girlfriend. We don't know if Aslak has existed or Holt, and seeing that Loki has been manipulated and doing this interweaving of memories and fucking with him and like a sigil thing on it, not him, messing them out of their memory and them being marked with a sigil on their back. It's fucking kind of nuts. It's crazy as shit. It's like, oh my god, their indignance at everything kind of going on is like, as like you'd be like, you were probably drunk and this just fucking happened. It's Loki, man. So, and then that bit at the end. We'll have to see how Strange deals with this, and if they're able to clear Loki, if he's able to clear Loki's name and get everything into an interesting kind of space, because we've got other kind of issues to deal with in the Immortal Thor with what Loki's objectives are. So, those are my opinions on the issue. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, if you agree with me, if you disagree with me. Also like and subscribe, and I hope you have a good day.